And welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 2. Last time we entered the internment center. This time around, we are going to continue and take on the meat of the dungeon and the interesting gimmick of it. Before heading out, I'm just going to change up one of my mantras real quick since I want this mastered before the end of the dungeon. Dragon Lord is almost mastered, but I'm not going to get a chance to double back and change it out before we get to the next big part. So I'm going to set Argilla on Esoteric right now. I want her to have Mutual Karma ready for the boss fights, and she's not going to be participating in it, but I'd still like her to get some experience off of it. And that's just more convenient than switching her in. Otherwise, after that's done, I'll have her pursue Dragon Lord and then pursue Angel. Roland right now is working on... Oh, I keep forgetting the name of it. I think it's Bolt Lord? Yes, Bolt Lord, so he can get a luck boost. I should be able to get that mastered before we get to the boss fight. What awaits us? Let's open the door and see. And Surf runs in all cool, but immediately blunders into the jailer. And he recognizes us as the Asuras from Junkyard. Now, as the jailer, he's not going to let us just gallivant around in his prison. He attacks us. And this is not the boss fight of this area, because as soon as the fight starts, he opens up with Black Bind. It's a signature move, and it locks your movement, cannot be cured, and does not dissipate. So we are incapacitated, and he sends us directly to jail, which I guess is better than him killing us. I guess they're holding on to us for study. What's this? Ah, looks like we got another inside man. Yeah, he's a little bit tough for us. What can we do about it? Yeah, I would be a little apprehensive about that myself. Oh, so that's why this is the processing dome. Grody. And give him a case of the runs. That's one way to do it. One of the cells to the east. Alright. Actually, the solar noise is quite tolerable in this game, but, well, okay, unbearable solar noise. Remember it, that's our code phrase. And he is to the east. Whoa, hey. Looks like our inside man got the heck out of here, but Kumbanda, he is not as easily dealt with. So yes, this is the gimmick for this area. There are no encounters here. Kumbanda is chasing us. If he catches us, he will get into a fight with us where he'll take out one of our characters, or at least attack one of us, and then set up Black Bind. Well, okay, he sets up Black Bind and then he starts attacking. The more you get caught by Kumbanda, the more he attacks your party until eventually he just kills all your characters. Definitely make sure you save before coming in here. Okay, you gotta keep looking. None of these guys are talking to us. Oh wait, this is the... Well, I'm dumb, that's why. This is the west side. Sorry, I'm a little mixed up here. Fortunately, on this first floor, Kumbanda is very slow, so it does not matter if I'm messing around a bit. Well, that would be unbearable solar noise, my friend. He lets us in, and... what's the plan? Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't even... What does that even imply about him? Okay. Alright, so he's on the next floor. West side. Can surprise. Remember that. West side, can surprise. And we don't need to hear that again. Alright, sweet. Yes, if you go to that locked gate, you will not be able to get through without this key card. So we need to bolt on out of here, and... oh, looks like Kumbanda is stationed out in front of the door. Now at this point, he's still moving quite slow. However, if we rush towards the gate, he will simply turn around and turn to face us. So we want him to get a little close before we start bolting for the gate. So, right when he passes that door, I'm going to start running. Alright. And let's let him round that corner so he doesn't turn around immediately. Alright. At this point, we should be able to get to the gate just fine, so I'm just going to do that. Let's just keep an eye on him, see if he turns. Yeah, he turns, but we're at the gate already, so let's just use that key card, get on out of here. Here's where it's going to start getting a little trickier. I'd like to see you try, buddy. Alright, this time around, let me actually check the map. We want to be on the west side and can surprise. So, I believe it's actually this door right here. No? Okay, it's the next one. Can surprise! Oh! He started bolting right away. Well, this at least shows it off. Yes, but he moves during the dialogue boxes. I forgot about that. So yes, he's gonna black bind us here. And he's gonna start attacking. Roland's down, but then he lets up his assault. Yeah, I was going a little slow there to actually show everything off, but I forgot he started bolting for us. Hey, I'm doing a Let's Play here, and I'm trying to be thorough, okay? Yeah, I know, buddy. Just give us another shot here. This time around, I won't screw up. And unfortunately, we did not meet up with the other guy. He interrupted me before I could say can surprise. Alright, let's heal up Roland there. Not that it'll really help, but... Anyways, now that we've gotten to the second floor, he's not stalking the first floor anymore. He'll be waiting for us on the second floor. Alright, let's do this properly this time. So yes, when you get close to him now, he'll start running for you a lot faster than he would normally. But we know which door we need to get to, so we're just gonna take that quickly. And can surprise. Alright, what do we got? South end of B3, we got the food we need. Alright, let's do it. Can surprise a la Lokapala. I love it. Now we're good. And we don't need to remember... God, that's so creepy. We don't need to remember any code phrase this time. We just need to get to the southern cell. Alright. Don't worry, we got this covered. And believe me, we're used to gruesome things at this point. Now here's where it starts to get really hard. Alright, so now he has placed a bunch of snare traps around the area, and these are on a time cycle. They just disappear after a certain amount of time passes, so we have to wait for them to disappear to get past them. What happens if we get caught in them? Well, there's no harm for letting it happen before the guy's chasing us. So just to show it off, we get caught, and there's nothing we can do but fidget in place. Now we need to get him to start chasing us, which he will do. Alright, good. I timed that right. This is going to disappear, and then we can just get right into the gate. Okay, just gotta start mashing on that. There we go. Alright. Where is he this time? He's already set up the snare traps for us. Fortunately, at this point, I don't think he's going to start running. Looks like he's getting a little peckish, which is bad news for us. Now, the southern cell that we need to get to is actually back behind where he starts. Let me just check the map here. Alright, we can wrap around to get to it. We want to be careful about him getting close, because he'll start bolting if he does. And I don't mean tossing out lightning magic. That would be manageable. Okay. Let's just get in here. No threat to the snare traps yet. But this is the room. This is the... this is our food for him. And hey, another key card for us. Alright, let's just take that key card. Now here is the hardest part of this mini game, I suppose. This dungeon. Yeah, they didn't really plan about the whole berserk thing. Okay, here's where it gets rough. As you can see, he's right in front of the gate, and this sectioned off area keeps us from just running directly to it. And we've got all these snare traps. We need to time this very carefully to not get caught by him. So, as you can see, that's also gated off. Now we have to make sure these snare traps are not going when we get near him. Alright, so let's get close. Oh, he's coming. Oh, geez, I screwed this up probably, but I will try my best. Okay, just keep running. Come on, let's go. Can we make it? Oh, I might have messed this up. Come on. Oh, he is right behind us. Oh, yeah, I'm caught. Alright. Yeah, I wasn't sure what his trigger was. So at this point, we're gonna get killed again. Well, not killed, but he's gonna attack us again. And he's going to attack more times in a row. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay, luckily, he did not kill us this time. Alright, let's give this another shot. Yeah, I timed that very poorly because I forgot where his trigger exactly was. Alright. And once again, our mole comes and lets us out. Yeah, next time he's going to attack a lot more aggressively, and I think if we get caught one more time after that, then we just get game over. Hopefully I can avoid that. Okay, let's run on back down. But yeah, this is a very annoying section of the game, and it's one that no amount of being good at the combat in it will allow you to bypass it. And it's always kind of an annoying thing to have to slog through when you're doing repeat playthroughs. Not a huge fan. Alright, let's see if I can actually time this correctly. So once again, he's chilling out in front of the gate. What I absolutely want to make sure is that one is not going. So let's let this go. Okay, and then here he comes. Ah, man. Hopefully this one doesn't get us. Okay, we're good there. Managed to get... Oh! Come on. I think we should be able to make it this time. This should be the last one that catches us. And at this point, we should just be able to run for the gate. Yes, we got it. Okay. We gotta start mashing on the triangle key. There we go. Oof. Always get nervous at that part. But we made it. Now, he is no longer chasing us. For whatever reason, he's just given up. There's a couple treasures for us to get here. I'm going to be focusing on hunting to get our skills mastered, so if it's not a new enemy, I'm just going to be cutting the encounter out. Sweet, an Amarius. This is a better plant. Over here is the second large karma terminal for the area, in the first instance of there being multiple large karma terminals that we've seen. This is actually very uncommon for this game. Of the 9 dungeons in this game, yes, there's only 9, I believe it's only 4 of them have multiple karma terminals. So, yeah, we'll deal with that when we get to it, but kind of annoying. Makes it hard to backtrack through certain areas. In this treasure chest right here, get a blue diamond. And that's it for treasure in this room, so let's just recover ourselves real quick and head into the control room here. As soon as we get past these encounters... Haha, well, this guy does not have good table manners. Well, I guess that's irrelevant to our plan, though, and arguably it makes it easier for us to trick him, since he's obviously not very attentive of his surroundings. Alright, we got the control room key. I'm sorry, this is the command room. And by gets what coming to him, we mean severe stomach pain. Unrelated to that, over here, we get a very good ring, actually. The Trick Ring. This ring is one of the first buffing rings that we get. It doesn't provide stat bonuses directly, per se, but, and if I can find it right here, as you can see, it provides auto Sukukaja, but it also debuffs your character with Tarunda when the battle starts. Note that this is specifically to the character that equips it. When I first played this game, I completely misunderstood how this worked and thought it applied Sukukaja to the entire team while providing Tarunda to the enemy. But what it really does is it provides Sukukaja to the character who equips it and Tarunda to them to offset their physical prowess. Now obviously it's just a flat upgrade for a character who's magical based, and since we're not really using ice resistance at this point, let's give the Trick Ring to Argilla. I won't put it on Gale or anything, even though I'm using him in the upcoming boss fight, just because, you see, yeah, I got mutual karma on him, just because he might actually use physical attacks, so it'd be a bad idea to have that on him. Do I got any, well actually, I do got a couple gems I want to use. I want to use the blue diamond on here. And, oh, hey, we got a Sapphire. Sapphire, as you can see, it's stronger than the current stock of gems here by 1 point, but it applies to a random statistic. Still, we don't have any better gems, so let's roll the dice on Argilla here. 3 agility, that's okay. What's waiting for us on the other side? Oh, it's not the jailer. Well, thankfully, no. It's just a bunch of jobbers. Let's take these clowns out. You guys have weird ideas of what constitutes entertainment. Well, that's irrelevant to fighting them. As you can see, nothing special here. We'll go with Mabufu here and go for some hunting. Or, never mind, they're frozen. Frozen, if you don't remember from the first game, greatly reduces the damage of hunt skills, so not worth it to bother with on attacking these guys. Still, I can have Argilla finish off that Nekomata with Devour. And easy peasy. Almost got Esoteric mastered, then I can start working on my next plan mantra for her, which is Angel. And then once that's done, I'll finish off Dragon Lord. Now, because we have access to this large terminal here, I'll just keep continuing my train of thought. We can warp back to the beginning terminal and completely bypass the jail section, which is handy. So let's just finish these guys off with some hunting. Not work out the way I wanted it to. Just body rush that guy, devour this one, and on the second turn we'll have Argilla hunt the other one. Does mean she might get an ache and there's nothing I can do about it, but you know, that's just what happens sometimes. As you can see, the damage on the enemies here not terribly threatening. This will not persist for much longer. I knew it! And I would have mastered Esoteric otherwise. The game is trolling me here. Yeah, well. It's what you gotta deal with. I suppose I could just recover that off in the terminal, but whatever. I will eventually hit a point where I'm not using Disaches very often, so may as well get my mileage out of them now. And back to Internment Facility 1. Conveniently, this leaves us right in front of the control room, so let's head on in there. And there will also be a treasure waiting for us in here, which is quite nice. Alright, entering the control room. I just want to sweep around for the treasure real quick. Here we go. And in this box, a nice little revival gem. Haven't had to use those yet, but that may change. It can always change very quickly. Alright, so just gotta do a bit of a three-step process here. First step, gotta turn on the processing machine. Then you can probably infer the next step. We have to toss our rotted meat into the processing machine. The processing machine is, of course, this weird, grody-looking thing right over here. So, let's throw the demon corpse in. Lovely. I can only imagine how this is going to taste. Well, actually, I don't want to imagine. I'd like to be able to keep up my dinner later. I've not had a chance to eat myself yet. By that, I mean I haven't had a chance to eat food in particular, not that I was considering auto-cannibalism. Darn muddled tenses. Cielo is less than thrilled at the rather gross sight on display, but it's a necessary evil, I'm afraid, my Jamaican-accented friend. So, nothing too exciting to comment on for this conveyor section. We just gotta follow our strange meat down the conveyor. So, yeah, recently I've been playing No More Heroes 3, picked that up when it came out, and enjoyed it quite a bit. Just beat the game last night, and yeah, not sure how I'd say it compares to the first and second game, or how I'd rate it among them, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. Not sure if I'll do New Game Plus, or just continue on the end game in my file to do all the various side things to complete. Compared to the first game, which also had an overworld, there's a fair bit more collectibles and junk to do in the new revised overworld, although I will tell you it is not much of a looker. Alright, here we are with our canned meat. And we've got to put a nice 15-year-old boy label on it. And we will feed that to the jailer. At this point, we just have to double back to the control room, so I will meet you there. Oh, hey, actually, instead of cutting, we got a new enemy here, Cockatrice. Didn't realize you could meet this guy up here. He is just weak to gun, and that is it, so just do whatever's best to try and take him down, I suppose. Let's see. We'll use Terra here. And another Terra, and this should finish him off. And not an terribly exciting enemy. Alright, and I misspoke. It's the command room, not the control room. These two C rooms. I'll meet you there. Oh, hey, this happened off screen. I'm just trying to finish off a mantra on Gale, and we ran into Gyuki, and as you can see, he's pretty nasty. That was quite some damage there. But once our turn comes around, he is weak to Earth, so we'll hit him with that. I'm afraid this is the only way I can hit the Earth weakness. Oh, hey, conveniently, should be able to devour him to finish that off, so let's just heal real quick. I've got Gale working on Fallen Hero here, so that when he is in the upcoming boss fight, we can make use of Angelic Grace. Alright, took care of that. I will meet you back in the command room. Alright, here we are in the command room. Let us drop off our spiked meat. Yep, I am ready. The upcoming boss is weak to Zeo, so I have set everybody up with that, as well as Elect Boost. I've got Surf and Gale set up with Medea on both of them, so that we can use Angelic Grace. That should do us for this fight. And I'm not using Argilla because, as you saw from when he attacked us earlier, Kumbanda likes to use Force Magic. Alright, let's just hide off to the side here as he comes in. Yep, alright. Luckily, we are prepared for this fight, so it should be no trouble for us. Man, he has loud steps. We didn't do anything. We're just chilling here. Ooh, looks like went down a little sour. And at this point, he is desperately trying to not crap himself. We are not going to give him a chance to get to a demon toilet, because we are just going to take him out now. Yeah, we are quite well stocked up on those, but we are not going to lend you any. And Kumbanda. So, like before, he can use Black Bind, however, it will wear off after a while, as he is too preoccupied with the thought of pooping himself to actually maintain it. Now, if you have Argilla in your team for this fight, it'd be a little dangerous because he likes to use Mazan and Zanma, but if you don't, it is fairly unthreatening, so we are just going to help this guy with Zeo. Now, if I were playing on normal mode, I would probably give this guy the chance to mess around a little bit, because really, he would just be too preoccupied with trying to not crap his pants. But on hard mode, he actually does enough damage to actually maintain some level of threat, so we're just going to focus on beating him. If you want an easier way to beat him, you can also just bring Void Force and have somebody use that every fight, or every turn. I'm not a fan of Void skills in this game just because I find them to be kind of cheesy. So I'm going to do as best I can to get by without them. And I've played the game enough to, I think I know the bosses well enough, I can avoid using Void skills just to not cheese fights. But yeah, as you can see, he is not terribly threatening, so we're just going to pelt him with Zeo. Yeah, good luck with that. Now here comes Black Bind. As you can see, he is still capable of using it. Little unlucky there, but it's not a big deal. Now if that was targeted at Argilla, it would be pretty nasty, but she is not in the party for this fight. And you just have to wait for Black Bind to wear off, really. Let's see. Alright, it's off on Gale. Yeah, as you can see, he is not able to concentrate. And he is, yeah, not feeling so great here. Ooh, stun there. Yeah, those crits are unfortunate. The defense debuff from stun is unfortunate, but we should be fine. Let's see. Alright, what I'm gonna do here is actually I'm gonna have both Gale and Roland use Zeo here. I'm going to have Surf use Medea, since that'll heal us a lot more than Angelic Grace can. Then I'll disstun him, and as you can see, that'll once we hit him with Zeo again, that'll give us another turn, and Surf can get an attack in. His health's already in the red, so we're pretty close to winning this fight. If you want to make this fight really easy, you could take the effort to grind at least one of your characters up to the point where they have Zyanga, but that's pretty overkill, and I don't want to do it. I'd like to keep some intrigue in this battle. As you can see, he can hit pretty hard when Black Bind is set up. Alright, but he should not last past this turn. And if you did not learn Mutual Karma on Argilla, you could probably sub her in at this point. No, couldn't manage it. He's having some serious toilet problems here. Alright, luckily he missed there. Who's he gonna get this time? Ooh, Surf is unfortunate, but he still should not be able to... There we go! And with that, Kumbanda is taken down. Not a terribly difficult fight if you're prepared for it. Which we were. And get a nice smattering of level up, some very good AP, and because I remembered to put the Rich Ring on Roland, get some good money too.
Okay. Adil's gonna raise some hell in the city. Then we can grab the cyber... We can save Sarah. She's being held in a medical room inside the main tower.
I'm not a kid. I can figure out what happened. Why do I still have this stupid thing?
Lupa, what shall I tell your child?
Tell him to become a man of honor. They'll be carrying an olive leaf.
Fred, where did you get that?
My dad gave it to me. Olive leaves are symbols of peace. But I'm too old for that now. I gotta grow up so I can be strong.
Fred, I have a message from Lupa, your father. He told me that he wants you to grow up as an honest child.
You knew my dad?
Be proud of your feelings, Fred. It's okay to be a kid.
So yes, unfortunately Fred came here for his friend Timmy, but Timmy is dead. Fred turns out to be the child that Lupa was referring to. I believe the father of Fred is actually named Greg. Yep, there Roland is explaining it for us. But yes, he had the olive leaf, or the olive branch if you prefer. And it looks like Roland has really taken to us. What do you got to say, Fred? I think he means his father there, not Timmy. Anyway, there are some things we can do out in the city now. We can finally leave and actually see the world map for this game, but we're not going to do that right now. Enough has happened in this video, so I think we'll save it here. There is actually one last thing that I want to do inside the internment facility before we head on to the next area, plus a couple of things we want to do in the city before we do that also, but I'll save that for next video. So, for now, we'll save it here, and as always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. But until then, goodbye.